not just a catalog page.
Yeah. More the.
Oh, look at you've got the special packaging.
Yeah, you know it's actually cool. Cindy actually made all the packaging. Do you want to see the unboxing?
Unbox it, baby.
So
Let's see it.
this is the 3D thing of it, and Cindy actually hand printed this.
Nice.
And put on the little bow because I do not know how to do this to save my life. Do you notice the Eric Kim green color?
Oh, it is. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, so you just untie that. All right,
Nice,
take it off.
Nice.
And then there's a little because it's eco-friendly. It's a reusable box. Na. Whoops. So comes with a little card.
Most excellent. Look at this. Yeah.
And I'll read it to you. Thank you for purchasing Henri by Eric Kim. Each strap is unique and handcrafted with care. Like the Japanese Zen philosophy of wabi-sabi, the more you use it, the more beautiful imperfections it will show. Now go forth and make beautiful art. Love, Cindy and Eric, Berkely, 2015.
You know, Eric, I have to take umbrage with that because we're photographers, not artists, but that's another story.
Oh, okay. Well, it's funny because I don't consider myself an artist, but I think what other photographers do is art, which is strange. Yeah. Okay, so this is like an Apple product. So you open it. Ooh. Got the little linen, feels nice on the fingers. Yeah, and then you perfectly put in here, and then na.
Nice, look at that.
You have the straps, so close up on the details. So this is the neck strap. So it feels super nice. It's like a pretty good quality leather. And also the neck strap feels nice and snuggly so it doesn't chafe against your neck.
Yeah.
This is the side strap. And one cool thing to actually notice is when we first got these made, so our friend in Vietnam makes them for us, who's a leather maker. Originally, the first O-rings that came with it weren't very good. So we actually had to dismantle like over 100 of them to put in new O-rings just for the care. And so this is like the little cover for the adjustable strap.
Yeah.
So it's just like a little small touch to cover it up. A nice little hand stitching, which is quite cute. And yeah, it's a pretty simple strap. It's just everything.
You were prototyping that, I remember, like a couple of years ago, weren't you?
Yeah. It was cool because honestly, the reason I wanted to make the strap, besides making a ton of money and buying 1,000 Leica, is like I've used, like us, we're like always trying out different straps, and like I think strap acquisition syndrome is a real disease, which is SAS, also BAS, bag acquisition syndrome. I really liked your recent Billingham one. You actually got me wanting to buy one now, which is not so good. But I think with the strap, it's essentially
my affiliate code if you buy one.
Okay, so essentially, I just wanted to get a strap that was good for me, and hopefully making a strap that other people like that was both functional, like felt comfortable, I could shoot street photography with all day, but also like fashionable because like most of the straps out there kind of look like poo poo. Like even the default Leica strap's pretty good, but I think it's just a little bit too chafy on the neck, if you know what I mean.
I'm a big fan of the default Leica strap. And I have the default, I don't know if I still have it, but I have the tan line to prove it during the summer.
Do you have the little dimples from the...
No, there's it's like a thick, and then it goes to thin around my neck from having it on the whole time. So I'm a fan of that, but just because it's never occurred to me to have SAS to go out and look at the straps. So let's see what this looks like when it's all together.
Yeah, so, I mean, essentially the way we designed it was, so it would just hang out by your chest level because, I know a lot of photographers who kind of do that little thing around the edge, which is fine if you just want to look cool if you're at a cafe, but I think practically you want it kind of at chest level. So when you're ready to shoot, like I know with you and your Leica, you always kind of have it like relatively high up too, right? And then
I'm just above the belly button now.
That's about the belly button,
Because when I'm walking, I like to grab it with one hand. So I'm blocking the logo, and if I'm walking, so it's just less obvious that I have a camera around my neck, right?
That's a pretty smart strategy.
Yeah, it works. And instead of putting black tape on, I just walk around with the camera there, and no one could see me, right?
Well, it's only like the camera only the camera nerds that'll actually like recognize the red dot too.
Every single time too, and they'll stop. Camera nerds and Leica guys will be like, "Whoa, Leica guy, got to talk to him." So okay, let me ask you this: what kind of leather do you use? Is it like a special kind of like how is it processed? Why is it soft or?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't know the exact type of leather. I mean, I definitely know it's cow leather, and we just kind of, and going back to your point, we spent about like maybe a year and a half prototyping it because I didn't want to release a shitty strap because I've used tons of mediocre products, and you know, I mean, of course, the temptation is always okay. Let's hurry up, make the strap, produce it as cheaply as possible, make tons of money, and buy tons of Leicas and like buy a mansion somewhere and buy a yacht or whatever. But I think you know, we spent a lot of time testing out different leathers. Like you mentioned, the prototype version I had in Toronto, the previous version, the leather wasn't as thick and it wasn't as soft. This one's a little bit, the leather around your neck, it almost feels a little bit like kind of like leather felt. So it's not really chafy, and it's quite like this nice. If I could describe it, I don't know if it looks through the webcam, but it's kind of like a nice cognac brown.
It almost looks like a nubuck type of finish, like it's a matte finish.
Yeah, like a matte finish, and also the neck strap is a little bit tanner, which is quite nice. And this side, it almost looks like a caramel.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a caramel chocolate color. Ooh. So I just got a flashcard from Cindy. So the neck strap is actually Cindy's in the corner. The neck strap is actually made out of lamb leather, which I had no idea. But
the neck strap is lamb leather, but the shoulder or the
the strap itself is cow leather, but the shoulder, the neck strap, what's this called? Like the
lambskin.
The padding, yeah, it's lamb.
Oh,
yeah,
so
that's why it feels so nice. Yeah, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be super duper soft.
Yeah. So it's quite nice.
Nice. So how much are the new straps?
So the neck strap is $79.95, and also we have So this is the little mini version. This is the wrist strap. So
nice. A lot of people shoot with wrist straps now.
Yeah. So it's actually quite nice. Like Cindy put a lot of care into the packaging as well, because like when's the last time you bought an Apple product?
Me?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, what'd you get?
It was just something for my sister.
Okay, but like, isn't it awesome when you open up an Apple product? It's like, wow, they handcrafted this for me, and it's like, you know, the whole
the out of box experience is spectacular.
Yep.
Yeah,
and you know, you see so many videos on YouTube, like people are watching unboxing videos, like it's quite funny. So yeah, like it's in this nice little package. Then you know, you could just untie the little strap, and also the thing I wanted to mention too is, like even the little box that the neck strap comes in, you could use it. It could be reusable for anything. You could just take out this little linen here, and essentially you just have like a little box. And I figured that you could actually put camera film in here too.
Sure. Cigars, any
cigars. Yeah, and then just closes nicely. So it's from Berkely, so it's eco-friendly.
Oh, nice, fantastic.
Yeah.
So the neck strap is $79. Let's see the hand strap.
Okay, so na.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Whoops. Okay.
Nice.
This, and also comes with the same little card.
Yeah, most excellent.
And the nice little wrist strap here, against some nice linen in the background. So this is actually the wrist strap here. So nice little details, and you got the little rubber band to hold it tight.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a quite simple, minimalist strap. The thing I love most about it is there's some really nice stitching details that our friend, her name is Lan, put together the details. So like this nice little stitching here. And also probably my favorite detail is on the other side, there's this adjustable loop.
Nice.
Right? Because like, you know, you put this on your wrist, and you want to tighten it, right? And even the tightening mechanism has this little brass colored clasp here.
Yeah.
Which is like just like a nice little small touch. So generally what I'll do is I'll have this around my wrist like this and tighten it, and it feels really nice and comfortable.
Yeah.
And so personally I'm more of a fan of the neck strap because I like to wear my camera on my neck. And it was funny, I was joking, is the nice thing about a neck strap, you can have a cup of coffee, read a book, take photos all at the same time.
Yep. I'm thinking shopping, getting beating off people who are offended by you taking pictures. Not beating,
Exactly.
but fending off. I don't want to use the term beating
Yeah.
off. That was a poor choice of words.
So that's a nice little detail. And also the nice thing too is that so in terms of the production, we actually have a really good friend. Her name's Lan. She's about our age and like, you know, mid late 20s, and she's a singer, songwriter, and a leather craftsman. And so she makes all the straps handmade. It's not like done in some sort of Chinese factory with like slave labor with little kids. And she ships it to us, and it's actually finished here in Berkeley by Cindy. Cindy inspects every single strap. She designed all the packaging, put together the packaging, and also shipped it off to Amazon and takes care of all the orders and the merchandising.
You're selling it through Amazon.
Yeah.
Will it ship internationally from Amazon, or?
Yeah, so it's actually quite exciting. So good news. The first shipment is pretty much all sold out. The downside is Amazon mostly fulfills only to America. So we actually just ordered a new batch of neck and wrist straps. So we're going to try to ship it internationally for the next batch.
Excellent. Through Amazon or through yourselves?
No, I think we're just going to do it ourselves. The downside of Amazon is they take like a huge cut. Like, I think they take like a 30% margin on the straps. And we'd rather, you know, kind of essentially do it ourselves. And I think it's one of those things that it's going to be a little more work for us to do. Because like, it's nice that Amazon just kind of does it for us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the downside of using Amazon is that often they kind of mess up the packaging.
Yeah.
So for the packaging we want to make sure that like we have end-to-end control over the entire process, because you know sometimes you get stuff in Amazon boxes and they're kind of squished and stuff like that. And also I think it'll just be a better experience for especially people overseas who have like certain things are like, oh, I want one wrist strap, two wrist straps, I want one with like, I don't know, like some sort of signature or something like that. So
also
I think
it's nice to know that it comes from your hands directly to people.
Yeah, because
well,
hey,
I'll
a little bit on the fence about
I'll tell you what, Eric, when it comes time, when you're putting that together, remember, I've been building e-commerce websites of one sort or another for nearly 20 years, so...
Ooh, okay.
Sure
so maybe we could talk. We could talk.
We can definitely talk on that. Well, this is really exciting. It looks like excellent. I'm glad they're finally on market. I'm going to get this post up today. And any chance we get Cindy to come in the frame so people can see her?
Any chance we could get Cindy in the frame so we can see her? Cindy is a little bit camera shy.